Hey everyone, so it's really late at night right now when I'm recording this. However, I wanted to play some Pokemon, so I built a balanced team around Choice Scarf Latios. We have 4 moves: Dual Stab, Flip Turn, and then we have Mystical Fire. I do wish I had the Aura Sphere for King Gambit in this matchup, however. The biggest threat to me is easily the Mega Pinsir. Rock Slide on my Tinglu is going to be very useful for that. I am scared of Sticky Webs, but thankfully we do have the Choice Scarf Latios, which is immune to them. What I'm going to do right here, I think I just lead off with Mega Lopunny, as this should be okay. I don't think Return will just straight up bring them down to Custap range, I'm hoping. So let's just go for that right here. They might just go for... well, if it does and they Liquidation me, that's really awful is the problem. But I think I'll just Return. I'm kind of committed to this situation anyway, so let's just see how it works out for me, right? Because Fake Out Pressure is really good into their team. We do also have the Triple Axle to Oko the Tornadus, however, all I gotta do is get rid of the King Gambit and then Latios just kind of clicks, right? The problem is that's easier said than done. And they're gonna keep King Gambit till the end of the game, so I'm gonna have to get plays right. So we do 57. Do they get up webs? They do. Perfect. So we don't have them in Custap range. However, they might go for Endure is the problem. I still go for Return, obviously, just to bring them down to that 1%. And now they're going to go for Endeavor. So I guess I try to go Golden Go. As Surf actually comes out, which doesn't do too much, thankfully. I can probably recover on that. Okay, they just want to keep clicking it, so I'll just Shadow Ball there and knock them out. Now I'm hoping they go King Gambit and I can just Z that, but they go Cerulege, which I kind of hate, but at the same time, I don't need this anymore. Let's just go for Shadow Ball, as they do actually go for the Swords Dance, which is fine. Bitterblade will get them some health back, but then I think I beat this using Lottie Draco, which gives them the King Gambit to pursue me, huh? Actually not a very good spot right here. I could go Moltres, but Poltergeist would blow me away. Let's just let them Bitterblade, and then... yeah, this actually sucks a lot. I think I gotta go Lottie and Draco every time, but... okay, we knocked that out. I'm super dead to King Gambit right here. However, I think that might be fine. I mean, I gotta get a Defog off ideally. Outcome Special Attack Booster, which is crazy because it's on webs, so it can afford to do that, right? Now, the nice thing is we have Scarf Lottie here just to deal with this. Gotta get my Defog off, but on who? Let's go... it's gonna be like Calm Mind, right? Or I don't even know. I could go Tinglu. I feel like they Moonblast here, so let's go you, as it is actually Calm Mind. Okay, so I can Toxic, or they would Thunderbolt here if they have it. I think I just Toxic. Okay, they do go for the Thunderbolt. We do live on 1, which is insane, because that's going to really help out Lottie to Luster Purge this after. Do I win this long term, though? I'm thinking yes. Although I am scared of Tornadus. Let's go ahead and... I mean, they're going to Moonblast this turn. I just Haze. Or attempt to Haze, rather. And then... I mean, I gotta go Lottie and try to get this play right. I'm just gonna Luster Purge and not even predict, because I don't think that players who run teams like this really want to be making a ton of plays, right? So this is scary. Let's go you on the knockoff. I think I get up rocks just to chip away at the Tornadus and the Pinsir in the back. I mean, if this is low kick, that could be problematic, as it goes for SD, but I think, like, my Lopunny will beat this, so it's not the end of the world. Okay, there's that. However, Mega Lopunny still outspeeds, so I go out into that here and close combat them. That will not kill. It does a lot because it's King Gambit. However, we're able to knock them out right there. And I think from this spot, we should be fine. I think I just stay in. Like, there's no reason to do anything fancy. I just let them knock me out with a quick attack. And I think go you and Flamethrower. Or should I go you and attack first and keep this at full? Because if Luster Purge kills Mega Pinsir, I guarantee to win right now. However, I don't think that it actually does. Pinsir, Mega... Luster Purge does 62 to 73. Mystical Fire has a chance. I could rely on Draco, which if I land Dracos, that's great. I think I would... well, they could have Stone Edge. In which case I would lose if I went Moltres. I think the way to guarantee it is go U and click Draco and then switch out on the Tornadus. Which one's... then they nasty plot, which is fine because Draco comes back in and kills, so... let's just go for Draco and not miss. Come on. Do not miss this, Lottie. There we go. Okay. It's not Boots. That's good to see. I go Moltres. I think it's going to be nasty plot. And then all I got to do... they're going to nasty plot here, I think. Yeah. But I just got to land the Draco. Because Luster Purge won't kill, but Draco will. So that's able to knock me out in one hit. I'll calc it just to check, but I'm pretty sure I have to Draco here. Tornadus, T... Draco kills, Luster Purge doesn't. Yeah, I gotta land a Draco again. As we do, and we're able to knock out the Tornadus. Nice. We have another game, Double Regenerator. Wait, this is the Ezra team, isn't it? I think that it specs Zapdos and whatnot, so if I want to deal with this, I do like the fact that I have Titanium Z on my Golden Go right here. That's going to be really nice. However, I'm really worried because I think this is Pursuit Trapping King Gambit, which Latios obviously hates. Maybe I'll change Lottie to like Aura Sphere instead of Mystical Fire. Let's lead off with you and just get a Toxic off, honestly. I mean, I guess getting knocked is annoying, but I got to start wearing down their team somehow, so I think Toxic is the way to do that. They might just hard call that out, but they do want to, I think, knock me. Now just goes for Flip Turn, which does a bit of damage. They're going to bring out their Choice Spec Zapdos, which is a massive threat. Probably going for Hurricane here. Predicting my Tinglu, but that's fine. Or just hard doubling out. Yeah, okay. Aggro play. Let's go you. Are you actually like a rock move? I don't remember this team too well, but I don't think it is. I'm just going to try to defog, honestly. I feel like you go Alo, or you just go like Galarian Slowking to set up a future sight. But my priority is definitely getting up my rocks because... okay, can I get a Flame Body? No. I don't know why they risked that. But out comes this. I'm just going to go Tinglu. If you want to click Chili, that's fine. I just want to get up my rocks so that way they can't do scary stuff. So this turn a future sight goes off. Let's Ruination, just because if they Rapid Spin, then at least I got something out of the turn. I don't think this has close combat, so I don't have too much to fear right here. My Moltres is at what? 100? Yeah, as it is. So we can go ahead and Ruination that all the way down. I think just wear it down even more right now with the Earthquake. Yeah, this thing isn't really here anymore. Get up my rocks again as Alamamola comes out. But that thing is super low, so I in theory have the Hazard Roar 1 pretty soon. So what do I want to do about this situation? I think I could stay in Ruination, but... I do Valley Tinglu as a Zapdos switch in. However, if I'm relying on winning the Hazard War anyway, I might as well just do it like this. Like now I just go for Earthquake, I think. As we don't knock it out, I'm getting worn down, but we still have it decently healthy for Zapdos, and that thing is going to be forced to take a lot of hazard damage later, as long as I can get up my rocks again. So out comes this demon. I think this is Titanium Z if they're running the team that I remember, so... let's go U as they crunch, predicting Golden Go. Yeah, I don't need to predict that at all. I think I just throw off a Scald here, trying to burn the Glow King. Here they have to Chili, because they don't want my Tinglu coming in at all. As they still Future Sight. You see, like, I could have gotten in Tinglu, gotten on my rocks for the rest of the game. Which is why I'm surprised they made a play like that. It tells you when Future Sight's going off now. I didn't even realize. Is that new, or has that been there for a while? I could not even tell you. Okay, so out comes Za. Future Sight goes off of this turn, huh? I mean, Golden Go is in theory my switch in, but... like, I could recover here and then come back in later. Okay, yeah, now I just go Golden Go, because I think it eats this pretty well. As long as they don't defense drop me, we should be fine here. To get a recover off. I figured they might do that. I was thinking in the back of my head, regenerate the Salamamola, right? But... I mean, we know it's AV. Shadow Ball it there. I just gotta get my rocks back up. That's my priority right now. I mean, I have Z-move. Are you gonna predict this right now? Are you gonna scout it out by doubling? Nope, you're not. So this thing should be dead right here. I think I lived Sucker Punch, which is why I was able to do that. So we're able to, I think, probably beat this Ezra team. I don't want to count my... I don't want to, like, you know, assume that I win. However, let's just... I would assume Hurricane this turn. I scouted out using Pex, as they just go Zamazenta, which doesn't threaten me with anything. Recover up right now. They might start just clicking close combat, playing off chokes, but I just want to get up my rocks. Because this player plays it in a very linear fashion where they don't really predict, so... Like, out comes Za, but now Zapdos is taking the hazard chip I need. This turn, Future Sight goes off, right? So, I mean, my Golden Go wins. I think Moltres is expendable. Yeah, what do I need Moltres for here? Fortunately, I can't seem to get a Flame Body, but I know the set has Stone Edge, so we'll call that out right now and go U to recover. It's not going to do any damage, sorry, man. So out comes Alamamola. We plot up. I don't die to Zapdos, so like, what are you going to do? Go out into that and Volt Switch, I guess? Yeah, they forfeit the game right there. And we are able to win. We have another game. We have a Rock Slide on Tingaloo for Volcarona, so I can definitely beat that Pokemon now. In terms of dealing with Iron Valiant, Golden Go is great. How do I beat... I mean, we have a Choice Scarfer that's faster than Komodo at +1, which is beautiful, but I gotta not get Pursuit Trapped before any of that happens. They immediately lead Iron Valiant, wow. I mean, I could just go Pex and hope that beats this, honestly. They crit close combat, which is annoying because if they have, like, other coverage for me, I might be in range now. But I'm just gonna attempt a Toxic. Okay, as they do have Encore, yeah, I kind of figured it was going to Encore when they showed this. I think I live Sucker. I'm just going to throw this off right here. As they do actually just switch back out. However, I always keep Golden Go at full. There's no reason to take damage on it. Let's recover up. I'm not letting you knock me out with Destiny Bond. I wasn't really thinking about it, to be honest, but at the same time, yeah, not happening. Fizdef Moltres can beat the King Gambit pretty well. What are you going to do, like, show me Stone Edge here? That would be the most random coverage of all time. I'm really worried about Como, to be honest. So out comes SD. I live Sucker. I don't think Flamethrower will kill them, but it'll do the damage I need. Plus we have Flame Body chance, and we can Mind Game this and try to Roost. They didn't even try to predict, wow. I thought they would, like, at least think about it. Like, are they going to Roost? But nope. Let's knock that out right there. They're playing on super autopilot, yeah. So I think I win this unless they're Buginium Z Volcarona, but I would assume Z-move on Como is what I'm hoping, and that it's just Boots of Volcarona, and that I'll be fine. I'm going to try to land a triple axle, as we actually can, and I didn't need to hit them 3 times, so that's really nice. I go U just because I can keep the fake out pressure, which could end up being useful, who knows. As it actually will end up being useful, so they get a Key Berry there. But I think they're in range of... Oh, you have Roost. Wait, did I throw? I missed the Rock Slide. I should have Rock Slided originally, but I think I just lost, unless I can haze this down. I got a haze, and then, I mean, they're going to Bug Buzz again. This sucks. It's the Spit After Drop too? Wow, I don't have Psychic. Okay, I think we're fine. Unfortunately, this is not how I wanted this to go, but... It's just Toxic here. Yeah, I should have just spammed Rock Slide. If I just didn't miss this one, though, we were totally good. But I think we're still fine here. Recover up. This thing can't break me. Yeah, so Peck saves the day. But that was scary after the Rock Slide miss, I'm going to be honest. It's Toxic right now. So that comes a Volcarona again. I just recover up to full. Are you Substitute? I mean, I just go hard low bunny, in case it is. And then if it's not, then... Actually, that might have been bad. I mean, they just used their Z move, so I just go Pex and Haze again. And then Lottie will beat the rest of their team. Let's try to Toxic. I don't think you have Sub. You would have shown it by now. So that thing's now on a timer. Just keep that around. Go you, Luster Purge, and I think we're finally okay. Goodbye. I just gotta not let my Latios get bug buzzed. So that comes low bunny, so we're just gonna Luster Purge again. If they switch out, they get 2-hit KO'd, so yeah, we're good to go. Wasn't a huge fan of this matchup though, I'm gonna be honest. They do end up quiver dancing, but we got the Spadaf drop. It didn't matter at that point. They were going to take too much toxic damage over time, so nice. We have another game. I'm really not a fan of rematches on the ladder because obviously they know all my sets now. Like last time they got really caught off guard by Fightinium Z Golden Go. That's not happening again. However, I don't hate my matchup into this team. That King Gambit is the big X factor into me though. What I'm going to do, just going to lead you as they immediately want to get up their future sites. Let's just go Tinglu and try to get up my rocks. Yeah, that's easily the play right now. Because I want to force damage on Great Tusk. That's like a big part of winning here. I could Ruination actually. As they actually stay in. I really thought they might try to like not get Earthquaked, but here we are. So here's this threat. They're just going to click a fighting move, I think. I'm just going to go Golden Go early this time. I didn't go Golden Go last time a single time on this, I don't think. Or maybe I did towards the end, but I think even if they crunch here, like crunch plus future sight plus crunch might not even kill. Goes for Stone Edge, predicting Moltres. Okay. So I just recover up or throw off a Shadow Ball. I think recover. As out comes Alamamola, that's totally okay. Just go you and let them future sight again. I do wish I had the knockoff, but this time I'll go Tinglu and just get up my rocks if they're gonna chili in front of this every time. Like, yeah, this isn't happening, man. Sorry. I'll make the same play, too. I'm kind of curious as to how this works out. Like, do I take too much? I absolutely do. Even without the crit there, I was taking too much. So they should crunch again here just to be safe. I wouldn't predict if I were them, but they might feel differently. I'm just going to go Pex, though, and try to recover this later on something like Alo or Slowking. I don't know if they have Flamethrower on Slowking is the problem. If they do, then I can't come in on that, but I think I'm still going to try to. So they really want my Moltres. I don't know why. So based on this player, they're going to switch out here, yeah. So we're just going to recover up as they get up a future sight. I think recover all the way to full might be the play, or Nasty Plot here. Let's just chip that down. So they have a future sight going off. So, I mean, I guess this turn they go Great Tusk to spin. Which is actually a big problem, huh? Yeah, I'm not a fan of this at all. Because King Gambit could come in here and then we have a big mind game going on. I think I just clicked the Z move at that point. Although I clicked it last time. I could just go Moltres, but I think what they're going to do is probably go Great Tusk, right? That would make sense. No, it ends up being Gambit. So I just want to check. Can I live Sucker Punch right now? I mean, they have safe switch-ins if they want to go out into them, but let's first check this. Max Attack Sucker Punch does not kill. Ever. They should know that and switch out here. But I'm just gonna... What did I miss? Why did it kill me? What is wrong in this? Is it Black Glasses? Is that the set and I forgot? I think it's Black Glasses and they got the highest roll possible. Yeah, that's just unfortunate. I think there's no other way, right? I mean, it's not Choice Bandit if I don't remember. Unless I'm forgetting, but... whatever. We have to play without it. Let's just go you. Now I gotta play a bit aggressively. I actually think I just lose. Out comes this, so I can return here and knock this out, I guess. But... I don't know why they gave that to me, I'm gonna be honest. If they go Zapdos, I triple Axle, because it specs Zapdos, I'm pretty sure, so I can knock that out. But I really struggle into Zamazenta now. I really think their Black Glasses and just max rolled that Sucker Punch. Because there was no Supreme Overlord boosts. Unless it is Choice Banded. I'm actually thinking it might be Banded, but we'll see. They can go Fightinium Z Zamazenta right now if they want to. Wouldn't be a bad play. I remember when I ran this team, I ran Rockium, but Fightinium is probably the better version. This team struggles a lot into Ogre Pawn Wellspring, is what I've seen. So Zamazenta with Fightinium Z has that to like Oko that thing, right? So if Great Tusk comes out to spin, do I Axel that? Out comes Za. Yeah, this was like the obvious play. Out comes a Great Tusk. I think I just Toxic here on the spin. Make sure this thing is getting worn down throughout the game. They really hate my Moltres right now, so let's defog there. Go Tinglu here. I could care less if you double around. I'm just trying to deal with your Great Tusk. Good play, but I have Pex to come in. I actually think we're in a decent spot. It's Toxic again here on the Gambit. Okay, good mid ground, but it doesn't beat this, I don't think. Maybe it does. I wish I had Willow. Yeah, I think they realized they had to make some sort of progress here. This is actually kind of scary. But if I get rid of this, then I do kind of win with a Lottie, so that's a thing. So we almost kill as they knock me out. If I could just live on like a sliver there, we would have been so chilling. So they're always going Alo. We actually get a crit, which is nice. They're just going to flip turn here. I'll go Tinglu on that to not take damage on anybody else. I mean, like, Pex is not a bad play either. I think Tinglu is better, though. Although, they might knock off here, so maybe I shouldn't let my leftovers get knocked. But I think I'm willing. Okay, what do they do this turn? They go Za. I gotta get my rocks up. They're gonna go back out into King Gambit here, I think. Go Zapdos. Okay, this works out great. We can get up our rocks. Sure, they go Alo and then flip turn again. That's fine, though. Because, yeah, we're getting a lot of damage off. So now I go U. We force another spin, and I can scald this thing all the way down. There we go. I see Ice Spinner coming out here for some reason. I do need this for Za, so I gotta switch. I think Lottie might be the switch in. But, yeah, I think I gotta go Lottie here. It's the most expendable. As they get up the rocks on the last possible turn they can. Could have stayed in on that. But now when I get up my rocks, they're here to stay. Is this still a winnable game? Out comes this. I mean, like, I just go Pex. That did so much damage, dude. This has to be Black Glasses, and they got such a lucky roll with that focus, with that knockoff, or Sucker Punch earlier, right? Which sucks so much. We're able to burn that there. I need this for Za, as I've said, so we switch out. Burn is nice, though. Are they going to double out into Za? Do I care if they double out into Za? Not really. I mean, once I get up rocks again, we're super chilling, because King Gambit dies. I'm just going to do it right now. Yeah, so they're down to, like, Zapdos, which is burned and taking 25 every time. This. And then King Gambit, I'm hoping 6% means it still dies. But, like, Showdown is weird sometimes and doesn't really, like, tell you the correct stuff. So let's go Pex here and try to recover up. Yeah, absolutely. Nothing they can do should 2-hit KO Pex unless they, like, Stone Edge crit into Stone Edge crit, which would just be, like, funny at that point. But at this point, like, Scarf Lottie with Luster Purge pretty clearly is a threat too. Once I put Alamamola in range. So they actually double into Zapdos, but it doesn't really matter to me. Goes for their Hurricane. And we can knock that out right there. That's what Tinglu is here for, so now I can just kind of sack it off. And this should be the game. Despite that really lucky Adamant Black Glasses Sucker Punch killing my King Gambit. It actually needed the max roll. Like, it was like, I was at 81, the max roll was 82. Maybe they had like a couple of rolls to kill me, but it was heavily in my favor. I was like so perplexed when I died because I ran the calc and everything. I don't know, but I guess we'll keep Pokemon. Like, why sack when I don't have to sack, right? Even crit Stone Edge doesn't do the damage they need, so let's just recover. That might have killed with the crit. but thankfully they didn't, so we're still okay. Yeah, and they go ahead and forfeit the game right there. Nice. We have another game. How many regenerated Pokemon is this? 3? Alright, this is going to be fun. However, if I can just get rid of Scizor, then we can Toxic everybody. Well, they have a Clefable too. This Zydog is going to be banded. It's usually always banded whenever you run into this version, so yeah, tricky matchup for sure. I'm going to lead Lottie, as they lead Tornadus to get a knockoff immediately. Okay, well that's really bad. I think I'll just go Golden Go and hope they don't Nasty Plot. Okay, just U-turns. That's fine, I guess. Who wants to come out on this? The banded guy? It's here. Yeah, I have like nothing for this Pokemon. I think that is banded, even though it didn't do that much. Almost positive that means it's banded. But I'm going to get up my rocks as Scizor comes out. You can knock off of this if you want, that's fine. I'm going to attempt a Toxic here into Alamamola. There we go. I really don't like that banded thing. This will be a flip turn. Hold on, maybe they get careless. I'm going to go U. Okay, they didn't get careless. I was hoping they would, what's it called? Let's Scald here. Attempting to burn the Scizor, because I think that comes in. Maybe Clef, but I think it's Scizor. Yeah, can I get a burn? That would make really good progress for me. Nice, okay. Really happy with that. I'm going to attempt to Toxic now and hope they U-turn into like Tornadus. There we go. Okay, so we're getting some plays right, but the real threat is right over there waiting to destroy me. This is the problem here. So I think I'll go U on the plot. Okay, that's now... It just got really scary really fast is what I'm trying to say. So flying move this turn. This Golden Go is like literally just holding me back because it invites in that breaker every time. So Heat Wave would come out this turn in theory. They end up switching out, just not even wanting to risk anything. And then they forfeit, even though they have a really good matchup with that Zydog. So I'm glad they didn't actually play that out because I'm pretty sure I was losing that. But we did get a lot of plays, right? And I guess they weren't very happy about it. So we'll just move on to our next game. We have another one. I can't remember if this is my own Mega Beedrill team or if they made their own. But this looks like something I would build. So who knows? I'm just going to lead off with Lottie into Alamamola. Okay, that's a really safe lead by them for sure. I'm just going to flip turn right here. Or actually, is there even a point? Like, that just shows that I'm scarfed, basically. What's the point of doing that? I just go U. And I guess invite in the Raging Bolt, which is annoying, but they actually go Lando. Which I just Toxic. Earthquake hurts, but it's not that big of a deal, I guess. This Lottie does like nothing. They have... Actually, that's not true. Lottie is good into Terapagos if they Rapid Spin. And also checks these two. Let me not use it for no reason here. Goes for Earthquake again. It's leftovers. If I built this team, they don't have a rock move. Oh, they Toxic me again. Okay, Flamethrower there would have been really nice. I'm just gonna... I feel like they have to eventually switch just because this is taking too much damage. Okay, but I wanted to defog, see? Let's just defog now. I mean, this is the turn that U-turn, yeah, but... So we get like all those plays wrong. However, it's still probably fine. This is a bit annoying, I guess. Because they get a free flip turn here. I gotta go Pex again. I mean, I could stay into Toxic, but I basically lose Moltres at that point. So yeah, they just always flip turn. Yeah, so we Toxic on the wrong turn, predicting Alamamola. And then... Did I try to Toxic twice? Yeah. I was just trying to get this fish poisoned, if I'm being honest. That's like the best way to deal with it. However... I think Tinglu being at full is great for Raging Bolt, and I can still beat King Gambit using my Golden Go worst case. So let's just go Moltres here and defog again. This Landorus is kind of getting worn down. I wonder if they would immediately U-turn this time. So it goes ahead and does that. Let's defog there, go Tinglu. I'll play it safe. I'm down to see how this actually works out if I just kind of don't make too many big risks, right? Because Pex will beat the Beedrill. Goes for Draco and misses. I'm sorry, man. Especially if that was Specs. That was a big miss. But let's get up our rocks right here. Probably Alo coming in, or maybe... I don't even know who wants to be on Tinglu. They hate this Pokemon. So it goes ahead and wears me down, but I'm going to get a Ruination off on Alamamola, which is going to do a lot to it over time. So they actually go Raging Bolt, weirdly enough. Don't really get it, but I'm just going to Ruination again. Yeah, so they go Alamamola there. Now they either flip turn or it's leftovers. Okay, so it's probably clicking Wish. In fact, it's most definitely clicking Wish. Yeah, there's the Wish. Okay. Please kill. Okay, they try to pass it to King Gambit and just die. That's really big for me. Because Wish is wasted. Alamamola is healthy, however. I mean, that just frees up my Lottie a ton. I can Luster Purge this entire team now. And it's also not Avialo, so I think Luster Purge is just going to kind of win. Especially if they give me this thing's ability. Which I tried to break right there, but couldn't. So, it is what it is. They knock me out. Yeah, that's really annoying. If I just broke that ability, I win with a Luster Purge on the spot. However, you can't have everything. Let's just return there. I'm trying to put myself in a position where I can win with Latios. So let's break this ability right now. And then, yeah, Luster Purge literally kills everybody. It's just a matter of... Actually... No, I always return, just because if I close combat, I could die. Yeah, so that should be it. I just go Tinglu here to get up rocks and kind of win. Because that does negative damage. I guess I got an Earthquake spam because this has Rapid Spin, right? But... yeah, I just got to get a bit of chip on this, and there it is. I got up rocks here, and then... what are you doing about me? That dies, this is in range. Actually, I still can't rocks, is the problem. Just got an Earthquake again. Then we'll sack off the Moltres here into Alamamola. So they want to regenerate this for Lottie, I get it. No, they want to Wish, that's what it is. So there's a Wish. This time they get to pass to who they want, which is annoying, but I don't think it's the end of the world. Because I'm going to go U. And no matter who they pass out into, I'm going to get a lot of damage on. So I just flip turn here. Chip this down again. Yeah, I still think we're in a really strong spot, but I got to get more damage on this guy. So let's go U. That does a lot. Jeez. It's doing way too much damage. Yeah, I don't like that one bit. Oh, we actually do live it, though. I was going to say, that had to be like a high roll. How is it doing so much? So does Latios do 53? Because if it does, I just go to that right now and start doing work. Terastal. Let's put in a blank set and get rid of this. It actually doesn't. So I would have to eat a hit unless I want to click Draco. Alternatively, I go U. And return, which is, I think, just the better play, question mark? Yeah, let's just go for a return here. I don't know, I'm really skeptical as to whether I actually win this long term, but I'm hoping that I can. So out comes Alamamola, which takes a lot. This thing is actually probably dying to close combat based on the damage I just did. So there we go, we get 1,000,000,000% on that again. Now Luster Purge should actually win. They're going to U-turn here. We do get the burn, but I just go U, Luster Purge. They're going to sack this off now that it's burned, I think. But they have to sack off their entire team, basically. Or go for the Terra Starstorm crit. Maybe Terra Starstorm until, like, Thunderclap kills me? That could be a thing. Actually, I think I kind of botched this. I don't know. If Terra Starstorm plus Thunderclap kills, then I kind of did mess up. How much does Terra Starstorm do? I mean, Latios has good Spit F. But it's also this move, which is broken. It doesn't hurt that badly. I should live that plus that. So goodbye. Luster Purge just had to do a bit more to this Terrapagos, and that would be totally good. They know I'm Scarfed. They have to go Terrapagos. Look, there's not another play. There it is. Just do not crit this move. Please. I mean, actually, I know they're going to tear a Starstorm. Should I just sack it off and then come back in and Luster Purge them when they're at 47? Goes for Ice Beam. Yeah, that's totally fine. I just get up rocks and then go you and Luster Purge everybody now. I guess Protect is annoying, but you don't have enough Protect to actually, like, do anything with it. So I think we're fine here. We're actually going to end off the Latios video with a Latios sweep, which is really cool. So let's just try to get this KO. There we go. So we have 6 left. They have 3 Pokemon. So they're going to Protect here. I think they go for double Protects, right? We knock that out. Yeah, they have to go for double Protects, I think. Unless they try to get a Wish up, but then I just switch out on Draco. Yeah, and if they wish, they can't Wish Protect stall me, so there's that. Let's Luster Purge again here. They're gonna stay in, they have to. I actually got a crit. Why did that take so little? Jeez. That actually took a 0. Yeah, that crit was actually nice. They tried to double Protect there. And I guess I have to land a Draco, is what it comes down to. They actually go for Thunderclap. I don't really get why. But we fake out. I don't like this, but I guess we'll try to land our Draco. Oh, they're locked into Thunderclap. That's why they had to Thunderclap. So we're going to go ahead and win. GG's, man. And yeah, I don't know if I really played that endgame super well, but we ended up winning, which is really all that matters at the end of the day. But I do think there was a lot of things that I could have anticipated and maybe doubled around on. So, you know, got to keep that in mind for next time. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this. If you did, definitely consider subscribing. I'll see you next time. Later.